What's up, everyone? How's it going? I forgot to hit play. Spotting over here in the southwest of Gorge, we have StriKeR as our blue English player. Up here in the northeast, as our orange, what the, colorblind, yes, as our purple Byzantine, we have washed up caster, aka CrackedyHere, and he is going for the 5 villager on stone initially. Gonna check that in, or turn those in, go to food, make his second cistern. That's not a bad position for the first ooh. That needed to go a little bit more, unless he builds his mining camp like right here. But if he builds his mining camp here, he's really not, I don't think he's gonna be able to hit any villagers. Maybe 1 or 2 in the later on in the game, but right off the rip, he's not gonna be able to get any. Do you have the second cistern? Of course, over here with our English player. Nothing. 7-3 split, very standard, very normal. Most likely go into council hall. I've been seeing Abbey of the Kings a little bit more. Very rare still. I probably have about 3 games posted where the English player has went Abbey of the Kings. Oh, maybe 4. Maybe 4 with Abbey of the Kings. Either way though, still doesn't get to see as much play as I would love it to. And we're gonna see right now. Does that count? No, it's only gonna be getting 1 villager from what it looks like. Maybe when they turn in, it'll... Yeah. Actually, yeah. I think when they turned in... Ooh. Okay, so that's a really nice spot then, from what it seems like. Irrigation. Somehow it's still getting it. Somehow one of the villagers is still getting it. That doesn't make any sense because this has not. Okay. Yeah. Earn various amounts of stuff. Okay. Why does it look buffed though? So that one, 2 of the villagers are getting buffed by the cistern. The other one isn't, but it's still holding, or it still has the aura around it as though it's getting buffed. Of course, Council Hall coming through for StriKeR and CrackedyHere. I don't know if I should just call him Crackedy or if I should just call him Washed Up. Whichever comes out, because it's gonna be kind of difficult for me. So Washed Up is gonna be dropping the the Imperial Hippodrome off of a double cistern opener in Dark Age. Not an overcommitment on the cistern though, since all he did was pull the 5 villagers. 4 villagers are going to be on it to get it up compared to the 3 for the Council Hall. So the Imperial Hippodrome will be up a little bit faster. I literally just noticed that the progression bar is equal to what the name is. Oops, sorry about that. I've never noticed that before. Like 200 games casted, and I'm just realizing that now. Of course, it's going to be the same percentage in the progression bar. Pulls a villager off of the council hall in order to build the house. I think it would have just been better to take it off of the gold, no? I'd assume so. That way it could still come up at a decent manner instead of delaying it. And boom goes the Imperial Hippodrome. First horseman will be coming out shortly. Second one in queue. Main thing we're gonna have to look out for was this Expalators. So he's gonna go for the 2 horsemen, Expalators, and then most likely into the 3rd, 4th, 5th horseman after. I think he might be stopping at about 5 horsemen. So get the 2 and then get Expalators, get 3 more, and then start transitioning over. The main question now is, what is he gonna do in terms of the mercenary house? is that something that he's going to be trying to go into fairly quickly? He does have 10 villagers on wood right now. So that to me shows that he's going to be prioritizing. Oh, there's the archery range. Okay, to me that was more along the lines of potentially going into a 2TC play. But he could still be getting the production up, still getting the wood in order to get there. Main thing is we're gonna have to keep an eye out on whether or not he goes towards stone, or if he just starts banking up more than enough wood, transition to stone, and then grab that second TC, because a 2TC play wouldn't actually be bad, especially if you're able to put some damage in on the background, keep the English player back at home. If you're able to do that, then you should be fine. But it also looks like StriKER's sitting on 6 longbow right now, and then that's it. He might be going up to a 2TC of his own already with the farm transition. 7 military for StriKER, 6 for Washed Up. Washed Up might actually be going for a nice feudal aggression. He is double producing from what it seems like, right? Or is it just single production? Single production on the archers, but it's non-stop production so far. He did end up stopping at 3 horsemen instead of the 5 that I was anticipating. He does need to drop another house, maybe 2, because he's coming up pretty quickly to that block. No, or to that supply cap. No mercenary house out either. He did start going over to the berries to start getting the olive oil, but yeah, there hasn't really been anything yet. I'd really like to see that mercenary house come down. Our English players, that's a very aggressive gold or outpost on the gold. Where's your villager for that though? I have no idea where this villager is. It did end up getting canceled. Oh, there's 2 villagers. He's gonna be putting it a little further back. What is the plan for StriKER? Is he gonna be going into... No, he wouldn't be going into castle. His villager spread doesn't look like he's gonna try to go into that. Try to go for the age up. Let's see, does StriKER see this? Yes, he does. And the longbows are gonna be getting pulled forward. That was nice timing on the scout to come up in order to try to see what's going on. Longbows being longbows and just sniping out quite a few archers right there. Triumph does get procced on the horsemen. They're going to get picked off very quickly though. The amount of longbows plus network of castles is going to give them a severe advantage in this fight. And now the longbow numbers are just way too much, and they're going to start pushing forward, picking off the archers. Oh, nice. Is he going to be able to get the second villager as well? It doesn't look like it. Archers are still getting a ton of damage onto the longbows, and now the villagers are going to start shooting the archers in the face as well. That villager is down to like less than 3 HP. The horsemen are the single horseman that has shown up is putting in a lot of work, but it looks like this rush is over with, and the outpost didn't even get finished either. What was he at? 2 HP. Mass longbow shuts this down. He needed to go up to the higher, or he needed a higher horseman count for that initial push. If he waited until he had 5, like between 4 and 6, like somewhere around there, it would have went completely different. He would have had the, is that in the, that should be right, that should be in the influence. First, the mercenary house is coming down. If he even dropped the mercenary house a bit earlier too, and even got some Kesh again, that would have completely changed this. His mercenary house, in my opinion, is pretty delayed. That should have been down about 2 minutes ago at the latest. just so he could start pumping out those additional units from the, well, yeah, it just makes more sense that way. You're not going to be using any of your actual resources. You're not using your wood, your gold, your food, anything like that. You're straight up using what's it called, olive oil. So it just makes more sense. He still hasn't chosen which contract he wants. Third cistern is coming up, or well, the aqueduct connecting the third cistern, and he is gonna go into Castle Age. Golden Horn Tower, of course. King's Palace makes perfect sense for our English as well, since he is going from the 1TC play. Currently only on 1TC, it makes perfect sense for him to go into King's Palace, do that 2TC, get a form of eco advantage. It's a pretty decent defensive structure as well, to an extent. Obviously not as good as, of course, the White Tower, but the King's Palace is still solid. It's a very solid pick right now, especially since he knows that he crushed the attack, the feudal aggression that was thrown at him pretty damn easy. That he made it look very, very easy. So he feels comfortable going into the King's Palace, get that eco advantage, and start essentially trying to get into Imperial a little faster, going off of that 2TC play. I wouldn't really be surprised either if we saw a third TC come up just to secure that eco lead even more so. It has been something that I've seen fairly often, is going into the King's Palace just so you could get a little bit more of an eco advantage, so you could start cranking out more villagers and then jumping into a 3TC play. Keshik are going to be coming out. The first two Keshiks are out. No veterancy. Still missing the gold. Villagers are getting pushed off of it though. And we have two Keshik and a Cataphract out for our nice trample. Nice, very nice trample from the Cataphract onto those longbow. They will be getting completely cleaned up. This is quite the misplay from our English player going in like that. He should have been able to notice with the scout, or even if he just went in, if he scouted a little bit better, a little sooner, he would have been able to see this. I don't think he should have moved out with that force. Even if he did get some villagers, like he actually did, he got one villager. In this stage of the game, it's not really worth it. It's especially since you know he was being aggressive. You could have just waited a tad bit, get that army count a little higher, or even move out when your knights finally came out. That would have been the best bet. But hindsight is 20/20. 3 knights are out, 2 more in queue. 4th comes out, 5th come out now. He is running off of double stables, 2TC. Has his farm eco going up just a tad. Double monastery. That's, wow, okay. That's very ambitious of our English player here. He thinks he's going to be getting all 5 of the relics. He does have 2, oh no, excuse me, washed up. Crackedy already has 2 going back home right now. So that double monastery has essentially become useless. He can make double monk, which is fine. Both of them are going to be going out to separate areas in order to grab relics. But Crackedy does have 5 Keshiks out plus 2 Cataphracts, which means these guys are going to be able to destroy these knights fairly easily, which also means he's going to be able to deny this relic. So it's not like this is going to be an even trade. No, this is going to be completely in favor of our Byzantine player. That's 250 gold gone in that monk, plus 200 wood for the second monastery. That's a huge investment from StriKeR to get essentially nothing done. 2 relics have been checked in for Crackedy, 1 for StriKeR. There are still 2 relics on the field right now, and it looks like Crackedy's going to be able to pick up his 3rd. There's nothing really here to be able to deny him. He needs to start pushing up. Nice little charge onto, or trample, excuse me, onto those crossbows. That was really good. And now the crossbows for Crackedy are here as well. They're going to be adding in that additional damage onto the armored units. Nice little micro from StriKeR, bringing those crossbows back. 3 more crossbows are going to be coming in and dishing out the damage. A cataphract has went down +3 Keshik for our Byzantine. He was able to pick up the relic behind this, and he's going to be picking up his 4th relic behind this as well. Really, really good play by our Byzantine players so far. What is our English player going to be doing behind all of this? He's heavily supply blocked right now. Oh wow, it's been about 20 seconds and he's so supply blocked. Okay, house does come up. Another house is coming up very soon. I would love to see 2 more houses get popped. Like, I'm not even kidding. Just drop 2 more houses and see what happens, just to be on the safe side, because he already supplied. Oh, okay, 2 other houses did come down at the same time, because I would have put him at 80 and then yeah, okay, looking good. I don't know where the other houses went. I didn't see any. Somewhere up here? No. StriKeR currently sitting on 61 villagers, only a 3 villager lead, which isn't good for him because he's been on 2 TC for about 6 minutes, I want to say. I think it aged up at about 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So he's been on 2 TC for a while with only a 3 villager lead, which means he has been supply blocking himself quite readily or steadily. And not only that, but he's probably also cut villagers every now and then. It's only a 4 villager lead. Like, that's not good. Yeah. Well, oh no, it was StriKeR that got a villager kill earlier, so it's not even like that was a detriment to his count. A couple more villagers might be going down right here in favor of our Byzantine player, sending out 4 Keshik in order to try to harass. Sees villagers here building up a wall. Not so great of a wall. 3 oh, there's 2 more villagers that he could have picked off right there. What is this? What kind of wall is that? That's a weird looking wall. 4 Keshiks and versus 11 villagers. Washed up. Does not A move them, just regular moves them. But he still will be picking up quite a few villagers in the back of this. He's also grabbing the sacred site on the northwestern side. StriKeR has control of the eastern one. 3 and 4 Keshik down, able to pick off 4 villagers though, so that's not too bad. 4 villagers for 4 Keshik. Could have been better. What's your cistern level at, Crackedy? He's currently sitting on 5 with 4 relics. There's 3 right here. And where's your 4th? He has a 2nd TC up too. That probably would be why they're even in villager count that I completely missed. So yeah, ignore everything that I said for the last 3 minutes when it came down to StriKER's villager count. Oh, those were counter walls. Oh, that makes more sense. So he was trying to get some counter walls in. Well, Crackedy, that is. That makes a lot of sense. StriKER sitting on 71 villagers, 47 military, 17 crossbows, 16 spears. 3 Keshik made it into the back? How? Oh, the walls aren't up yet. 3 Keshik do make it into the back. Get another villager kill. They're potentially... Oh, they could have actually got that villager. Nice response from StriKER though, pulling that back. And there's already an outpost here to deny the wall as well. Villager gets thrown in, I'm assuming. Oh, I can't see what it was. Fortification coming through, and Mangonel emplacement should be coming through after that. Villagers, crossbows, all getting pulled in order to deal with this. 1 villager is left to repair. And that's gonna be a lot of dead villagers though. That could potentially be a lot of dead villagers. Also, 3 dead potential cataphracts. That's That's a lot of resources that could be going down right now. Nice little micro from Crackedy, able to stutter step back and just picking off everything individually, one at a time. 3 cataphracts do go down. Crackedy is losing quite a bit of his ranged army though. The longbows are going to be doing a ton of damage from a good distance away. He has to cancel this outpost in order to regain some of his resources at bare minimum. And StriKeR does take a massive lead in army count. He's sitting on 49 military right now, 15 man-at-arms, 17 longbows, and 16 crossbows against Crackedy's 82 villager count with 22 military. 4 Lamentinai, 7 in Q, 10 crossbows, 2 Gulams, 2 in Q, 3 Keshik, 1 in Q, 2 monks, and a cataphract. Offensive. A very offensive keep is going to be trying to get placed by our blue Englishman. This may be the end all be all for the fight right now. Double the military count for our English player. Was that a severe throw on the north side of the map? There is a mangonel emplacement on the forward outpost. Nice little choke right there. Oh, we do need to see a lot of target firing coming down on those from those crossbows onto the men-at-arms, Golams, and the cataphract was there. Lamentinai in the back, able to start picking off some of those villagers building the keep, but I don't think it's actually gonna matter. It really doesn't. And now there's a keep in his base, in the face of his base. Nice mangonel shot from the outpost. Really nice mangonel shot from the outpost. It hit about 5 units right now. And then we're getting a defensive keep for our Byzantine in the back of his base, well, side of his base. This is a horrible position for our Byzantine player. That fight that he took up north on the northwestern sacred site, I don't think, I'm pretty sure that that fight was just extremely game-changing for him. He went from being in a pretty decent, solid position to this, and this is a horrible position. He's gonna StriKeR's just gonna start cranking out so many siege units from here and start pushing forward. He already has a ram out. He's gonna be building a trebuchet. He can go into citadels, a network of citadels if he wanted to. And there's nothing really for our Byzantine player, or there's nothing really our Byzantine player can do in this situation. He doesn't have a siege workshop from what I've noticed. He needs, oh, he spam built 2 already, okay. But they're trebuchets. So 1 trebuchet has came out already. That's gonna help get rid of the keep for sure. But he needs to pull his army. And now the army of our English player is moving towards the northern part of the map in order to try to pick off some more villagers. But there's a decent force for our Byzantine here in order to block it out. Nice little defense, but that stutter step is going to be very crucial in situations like this. He needs to back up the crossbows and the longbows and just start solo picking units. Just try to headshot, one shot each one of them as best as he possibly can and lose as few units as he can. Same thing can be said and will be said for our Byzantine. He needs to make sure that he doesn't overextend his defense like how he is right there, losing 5-6 units under the keep. 3 trebuchets are out for our Byzantine laying siege on that keep. I don't think he really needed 3. There's no villagers there repairing it. 2 mangonels in general will be coming out very soon as well. That keep is gonna go down. It's on fire. It'll burn. And now we're getting another offensive keep up here on the northern part of the map, but there are crossbows in the way. Wait, what the heck shot that? Oh, nice mangonel shots. Really nice mangonel shots from that outpost. Another one. Not able to land, but that's fine. It seems like Crackedy is going to try to claw his way out of this, but units are cutting right in front of the military of StriKeR, and he's able to pick them off. He already killed 2 Varangian guards right there for free before the fight even happened as they were moving. And the 2 mangonels, these 2 mangonels are going to be crucial right here. Are they going to be able to get any good connections? No. Nice response from StriKeR, pulls them back immediately before those mangonels are able to get a shot. Varangian guards are on top of the trebuchet. They will be able to pick it off, and they are able to wipe out quite a bit of the front line as well. Meanwhile, man-at-arms for StriKeR do make it into the back line. No villagers to be found quite yet. Crossbows will be chasing them, and now man-at-arms in the front are trying to lay siege to the mangonels, which they will be able to get one. Actually, they're going to be able to get both, and only 1 shot goes off from those mangonels as well throughout that entire fight. Trebuchets are out in the open. He needs to micro these back. He needs to pull some villagers to try to repair it up. Otherwise, he's going to lose those as well. Keshiks are out in order to try to defend. Came straight out of the Golden Horn Tower. 1 trebuchet goes down. Second one shouldn't. There's no way that second one should be able to go down. Nice micro stud a step from StriKeR. Trebuchets in the back trying to pretend they're mangonels and kill some of those military. Nice little defense from Byzantine. See what StriKeR ends up doing from here on out, though. He could still play aggressively. He could still try to fully surround the Byzantine Empire, throw up a couple more outposts, keeps, things like that, keep them contained while he goes into Imperial, or he could just play a little bit more defensively for the next 2-3 minutes, get into Imperial that way. He has a decent farm transition already, sitting on 38 farms, 32 villagers on wood, and there it goes, the Wingard Palace. Now, where are you putting it up? Okay, on the eastern side. That's not bad. The one that always gets me is when they put it at the front of their base, like it's the Berkshire or something. Yeah, I can't stand those because the Palatine School coming down for our Byzantine player as well. 13 villagers for the Palatine. 9 villagers now. Ooh, 12. Oh, he's getting supply blocked. Okay, he just noticed, and now he's going to be throwing down additional stables. Wait. Oh, he already threw down the houses. Okay. Alrighty. He's going to try to go. He's going to hope. Crackedy's going to hope that the RNG gods are in his favor, and he's going to spam cataphracts, and he's going to hope the Palatine School gives him a crap ton of cataphracts. That's what he's hoping. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Otherwise, why are you going for such a heavy stable transition? And there it goes. The Wingard Palace has finished. A few units are getting donated by our Byzantine player. That was a handful of crossbows and a few Lamentinite over here on the eastern side as well. Wingard Palace, first thing that he's gonna make are the Wingard army. 2 spears, crossbow, or 2 spears, 2 crossbow, and a trebuchet. Not too shabby. Or what was it? 400 resources, yeah. 100 wood, 100 food, 200 gold. That's really solid. 400 resources for all of that. Insane. Of course, enclosures. Definitely need that always and forever. That should, for you English mains out there, when you hit Imperial, that has to be your very first upgrade. Screw everything else. Screw your elite upgrades. Anything like that, you need to grab enclosures as soon as possible. That is your eco. You're going to be gaining so much money off of that once you start transitioning into like 72 plus farms. Yeah, that's all you need for the rest of the game is your enclosures. Even if, like, especially if you get up to like 100 farms, if you're sitting on like 130 villagers, 120 villagers, 80 to 100 villagers should be on farms, right? And then the rest would be on wood to make more farms. and to make a few other units here and there. And we are getting full walls set up in the middle, but StriKeR's army is here throwing up a neutral. I'll consider that a very neutral. Oh wait, what's... Oh, there's gonna be a gap right there because of the house, I think? Yeah, the gap is gonna be there because of the house. Wall coming up for StriKeR down in the middle. 118 villagers for StriKeR, 76 military, 36 crossbows, trebuchet, 18 men at arms, 7 in queue, 20 longbows, 2 spears, 1 springald, 1 in queue, and his wingguard army is still coming out. As for Crackedy, sitting on 99 villagers, 82 military, 28 crossbows, 3 Mengadai, or horse archers. No, horse archers, okay. Oh, these trebuchets are at a position they are gonna get destroyed very quickly. 15 Lamentinai, 12 cataphracts, 10 royal knights, 6 keshik, 3 horse archers, 3 golems, and a single spear. This is one of the most diverse armies I have ever seen for a Byzantine empire, for a Byzantine player. And now it goes in. That's a lot of backline in the front for our English player though. Crashed with the cavalry. Where are the rest of the units at? Where's the rest of the military? Where are they? What happened to all the cataphracts? Are they trying to counterattack somewhere? They were trying to do a wraparound and they're not able to. It's fully walled off over here on the southern side. So now the front is gonna get, well, actually the front's doing pretty damn well for itself as well. That's not too shabby in that case. The Lamentinai are very, very tanky. Once you get that shield wall up, they have, in Imperial, they'll have +3 armor and then 50% damage reduction. 50% damage reduction kicks in first and then the 3 armor. And now the cataphracts, keshiks, horse archers, royal knights, the mixed match of cavalry units are here and they're trying to go through the front gate. Sadly, they are unable to go through the front gate. That is, like I said, a very diverse army. 30 military now against 81. The tables have turned, the tides have shifted. No, the sands have shifted? Yes, the sands have shifted. Wait, okay. He has 2, that means he got 2 Shiro siphons for free right now out of a Palatine school. Gonna push forward. 87 military, 24 cataphracts, 20 Lamentinai, 16 crossbows, 12 royal knights, 11 Varangian guards, 8 Shiro siphons, 3 horse archers, archer, and a single golem. And the charge goes off. Amazing initial attack right there from those royal knights. They are gonna get sliced and diced down by the spears, or stabby stab by the spears. Amazing charge through the entire front line from those cataphracts. The entire front line is gonna be heavily damaged and weakened now. It's gonna allow our Byzantine player to push forward. Those Shiro siphons are gonna be coming up as well. Any units caught in between them and their target will get fried alive. There's no two ways about it. Hand cannoneers are out on the field now and they will be attempting to push this Byzantine army back. Shiro siphons are doing quite a bit of damage, but without a front line, these hand cannoneers are going to get eaten alive by the horse archers and the crossbows. What amazing turn by our, or amazing patience in order to turn this game around by our Byzantine player. He's severely ahead now. 63 military to 37. He's almost inside of the base of our English player. 110. Oh, that number is going to be going down. There's cataphracts with the villagers sniping them off one at a time. 40 villager kills so far for our Byzantine player, 26 for our English. And these Shiro Siphons will be burning everything that they can down. A few more villagers are going down in the back. Huge, absolutely huge transition coming through, trade transition coming through. How many does he have right now? 6, but he has 6 stables, or excuse me, 6 markets. And he's just going to be transitioning into trade quickly and efficiently right now. StriKeR is going to be able to clean up the remaining forces in the front of his base with a ton of spears, 37 spears, 7 men-at-arms, a single trebuchet, and a single longbow are here to clean this up. But there's already going to be a decent amount of damage done. Farms are going down, keeps, mills. That's a lot of resources that are going to have to get redone. 68, 69 villagers dead so far for our English player. These cataphracts are still going at it. There's villagers right next to you guys. More cataphracts over here in the center of the base, in the mill, or excuse me, in the farms, still adding on more damage. The trade is going to be amazing, but he needs to keep this safe. He needs to throw up his own wall right here to make sure that the traders don't get too close. GG does get called. Game goes to our purple Byzantine player, CrackedyHere. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.